an understatement, baby, I'm the best.
I said I feel like I'm the greatest. I said I feel like I'm the greatest. I'ma be here when my time is up. I said I feel like I'm the greatest. One day you'll know when the time comes close. One day you'll know when the time comes close. I must be the greatest. I tell the world.
Hard work demands the highest price. Auto dealers, do you sell your note?
Ring, ring, ring. Guess who's back?
Hey, welcome to Young Hustlers. Grant Cardone at Jared
At
Glant
Jared
right
Glant.
here. I'm going to let you do all the talking today, Jared, because people have been complaining about me interrupting you too much.
Well,
man.
then, if you're watching this show now, you know that this is Young Hustlers.
This is for millennials.
This is for you. Just jumped in. You said you weren't going
18
to.
to 32. Actually, I don't care how old you are, dude. If you got hustle, you got hustle, you got hustle. If you want to keep your hustle on, then we're here to help you.
The Young Hustle's in the heart, man.
All right, here.
So we created this show.
Let me see if your heart's beating right now, man. Hey, if you're on iTunes or Stitcher or Audible, great. Thank you for listening. If you're on Ustream or YouTube or you're watching this at young-hustlers.tv.com, welcome back. Great to have you here. If you're posting comments in YouTube, make sure you subscribe because that's the only way
We can reply back to 'em,
My
yeah.
man Jared
can
and
engage
myself
a little
can
bit.
engage or disengage. Sometimes we just say 10x.
Jesus, 3 minutes in and we're already.
Hey, I never say that to people. I always talk to people. I never tell people screw off. Do you?
No, never. It's our public. It's our people.
Our people,
It's
man.
the
And we
fellow
love
young
you guys.
hustlers,
You
and
love
that's-
man, the kind of comments, the kind of engagement we
Dude,
get every week
love
on the
it.
show.
We
Unbelievable.
Love it. We love it. It's great. So look, we brought this show for the millennial generation to bring you tips and strategies on what you can do to get ahead, make the most of the years that you have now, because the future, they're saying the future's not looking so bright for millennials, G.
Dude, tell you what. Why you think they got Ebola scares going on in this country?
Distraction. It's like one of these.
They're distractions, bro. It's like a magic act in Vegas. You know, they always bring the chick out. You know that's when they freaking
Oh, yeah. You know? Get you. So, look, we came to you today. We got a great topic. We're going to discuss the 3 undeniable rules for success.
undeniable. No one will question them, no matter what business you're in. Undeniable.
Undeniable. And the show was inspired by an article that was written by our folks over, our friends over at Elite Daily. And
Who I write for, by the way, Jared.
we do write for them.
We?
Sorry.
We don't write together for them?
I was thinking, Top Gun, when he said,
Yeah.
he went this way. I went,
Oh,
who?
shit. That's
We.
one of those millennial bullshit moves y'all make out there. And we. Ain't no we in team.
So the article
Ain't
that
no
they
I
wrote-
in team. Ain't no we in team.
This is me, upside
Ain't
down.
no Wheaties in team. Some bullshit in a team.
Being average will get you nowhere. 3 cliches to avoid.
There's
on your way to
cliches like
success.
there's no I in team. That's some cliche. I had a guy tell me that. I was a salesman. I was 29 years old. And he's like, Grant, there's no I in team. I said, there ain't no we in team either. You ain't in team. I'm not in a team. I don't even know what the hell you talking about a team, dog. I'm trying to get me some
I'm trying to
money.
get paid.
I'm trying to get me
paper.
some freaking baller money, blow.
And that was actually what you talked about on Cardone Zone. Great show. Check it out.
Baller money.
Baller Money. Was that the name of the show?
10x money. That's what I'm talking about.
You getting
10x,
today.
like where
You
you
getting
can just
loose
throw money
today.
at a client.
You
You're like,
get-
pow, get the 10x out of my face money. You know that's what you young hustlers want out there.
I want to be like you when I grow up.
Really, man?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I don't do that to people, though. I don't do that to people. I never tell people.
Cliches to avoid on your ways to success is start running through spider webs. Money that this was some good stuff, but I thought that we would come up with 3 tips of our own. So what we're gonna do is
I don't even know what they're talking about. Bro.
Yeah, I don't even know
Can
what
you tell me what running through spider webs means?
Yeah, it basically was just talking about how going through life requires you fighting your own fights and don't turn away from adversity, that kind of whole thing. The spider webs run through them. So anyways, look, we came up with
No, that's not what they say
That's
in
what
the
it says
article,
right
man.
here.
No, it's talking about weightlifters getting spider webs because they stretch too much and they build too much muscle. By the way, did you see the new movie Hercules?
I did not see it yet.
What's his name? Rock.
The Rock, yeah.
The Rock, dude. He's got stretch marks all up in his shoulder.
Oh, because he's so jacked.
I don't know why they didn't cover it though. My wife.
I want to get stretch marks in my wallet.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I want some swole
I want some
in
stretch
my
marks
wallet.
In my wallet. so I can't even. Sit
So
straight.
what's your plan, man? What's your plan? What are you operating with? Okay, I'm asking you right now.
And because and this is important to answer, because if you don't have always, you end up with nevers. And that's one thing that really, really rang true. And I think that we want to give you, we are going to give you right now a set of 3 things that you can always
But
do.
I want to go back to what you just said about the always and the nevers.
Sure.
If you don't have some always, you're going to end up with nevers. Okay, so like when I'm selling a client, and everybody listening is selling a client, sooner or later you're going to be asking somebody for some 27 years old. I was a salesperson. That's all I did every day was sell, and I didn't like it. I didn't like being broke either. Like smoking weed every day.
Yeah.
When I was 25, I didn't like being single. I didn't like. There's so many things.
You
People
don't
like
like,
I don't want to be a
yeah.
salesman. I don't like selling.
Yeah.
So what, dude?
Do it
there's
anyways,
so
yeah.
many things I don't like to do. I don't like having a cold. I don't like having a cough. I hated having chlamydia. You know, I hate all those things. Clap. So what you hate it, okay? So then you need to have some policies, some rules.
Sure.
And that's when I started reading. I'm like, hey, what are the rules? What has everybody done over the last 1,000 years, regardless of the technology, whether you were in a horse or a car, on a chariot, whether you were a Christian or a Baptist or an atheist?
You were looking for common denominators.
What are the
like,
always, man?
What did the people 100 years ago that they're still doing today to be successful?
So regardless of whether it was 100 years ago today, if you're in a sales, one of my always was always ask for the order. Mm-hmm. No matter what the guy said. Hey, I mean, I just made that an always because here's the deal. And you said it. This is brilliant, dude. Always, if you don't have always, you end up with nevers. So that's going to tee up the rest of this, the
Sure.
undeniables, Jared.
Sure.
Go ahead.
So
No more interrupting from me, Jared.
You sure? You want me to give you a little bit of time here? I don't even think we should introduce him right now. What I think we should do is I think we should roll out.
See.
Go ahead.
You got to have some rules, baby. Okay.
You gotta have rules that you don't break.
What are the rules of success? If you haven't sat down and said, hey, here are my rules that I'm going to live my life by, success is going to get close to you, and it's going to go to somebody else that's got rules. Stay with us. Jared, take us to break.
At Jared Glant, we're gonna when we come back from the break, the 3 tips we will.
10x before the break, by the way.
All right, we'll see you after the break.
If you get offended, I'm going to tell you, you're not making enough money. Okay, because if you're making some real money and you still listening here because you want to go to the next level, you want that baby money to grow up, and then you want it to be the baller money, and then you're one of those people that wants that 10x money. I had a guy tell me that it's 700. He's got 700 million. I said, dude, what you working for? He's like, I want the kind of money where I'm hard to deal with. Ooh. Okay, go ahead.
Well, and so we're talking about the rules for success, the undeniable, unbreakable rules. Your always for success.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the 3 rules. 1, show up.
What does that mean, man?
what-
I've said that for years. Did he stay with us? He's there. You got Travis from Orlando, Florida. Okay. What does that mean to show up, like Travis just did on the phone?
Making the call, taking the action, calling the girl, coming in early, staying in late. Show up means do it.
Okay.
Like
now,
actually do
okay.
it.
So, because I know a lot of people physically showing up. There was a guy that used to work here.
Yeah.
He showed up,
Yeah.
but did he really?
Nah, he didn't show up.
He didn't show up. So there's a lot of levels of showing up. Okay. If you're showing up, you get here on time, you sit on the couch, and then you're not really here.
Yeah.
Like how many levels of showing up are you willing to bring?
Physically show up, mentally show up, be there.
Yeah.
right?
Emotionally. You
be
can't still
there.
be somebody cut you off in traffic this morning and you're pissed off 3 hours into the day. You're still pissed off at these people. You're actually on the internet looking for their license. You're not here, man. You're still there.
Make the phone call. If you've got the call, make the call.
Yeah.
Do the thing and be there. Like that is the true meaning of show up.
Talk to me about how many people have you seen come to work here but really weren't here? I mean, just think back on some people.
Yeah, I mean, there were a few.
Who'd you just think of?
There were a few.
Who was that guy you just thought of? Just give me his initials.
N-O.
N-O.
Very first.
N-O.
The very first.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but you know, he was around in the beginning. He was really excited in the beginning, and then I think he was smoking weed, don't you?
Well, he probably was doing more than that.
Yeah. Okay. So show up means I get here, I'm really here, I check in here, maybe look around, what am I doing here? Because see, I come to the same office every day. It gets a little boring after a while.
Well, and you have to be aware enough of what's happening to actually say, look, if I'm here and I'm not here, what can I do to get me there? Like, snap out of it, get into the game. Like,
Yeah.
You know,
and that needs to be something you do. Show up is the number one rule of success. Show
Sure.
up. Travis showed up.
Travis did show
Yeah,
up.
I asked a question on Twitter. Mm-hmm. Let's talk to Travis.
Travis, what's happening, man?
Travis.
Yeah, this is Travis.
Hey, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well, Mr. Cardone. How you doing?
My man. Travis, are you showing up in your life?
Absolutely, and I wanted to thank you for being one of the main components on why I do. I've read Sell or Be Sold in the auto industry. You being someone that kind of made your niche and made your name in selling cars. I was instantly attracted to, you know, some of the stuff and some of the material you had. Totally changed my sales from what I'm making monthly, and I wanted to thank you for that personally.
Dude, I appreciate you thanking me.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I'm reading 10X right now.
Uh-oh.
Awesome.
Watch out.
Has that helped you show?
Any always. We talked at the beginning of the show about having always, because if you don't have any always, you end up with nevers. Do you have any always that you operate with on a daily basis?
Yeah, I always make sure that I'm, you know, one of the first people that's here. I think the only way that it's a numbers game, especially when it comes to sales. It really just depends on how many hands you shake. I understand that. So it's a volume thing. So I want to make sure I'm one of the first people that's here and one of the last people that's leaving.
Awesome. And you must have seen my tweet out today. You want to tell people what you saw me tweet out as a reason to call in?
To be completely honest with you, I've been doing a lot of follow-ups today, Mr. Cardone. I haven't even had an opportunity to look at my Twitter feed too much. So
Okay. All right.
I don't. Yeah.
Well, Travis, keep showing up, bro. Keep showing up. I believe it is the number one rule of success to physically show up, emotionally show up, and keep showing up.
Absolutely.
A guy told me when I was 31 years old, his name's Dale Christensen. He's like, I was trying to make this move in my life, and it was hard, man. I was beat up. I was starting my own company. I was making no money. I went from making $120,000 a year to making, I don't know, $2,500 a month. I'm 31 years old, older than you.
Yeah.
And I'm going through dough, trying to start my company. I'm making no money. I'm getting my brains beat in, dude. It was like, oh, God, it was so terrible. And the guy said to me, show up even if your eyes are bleeding. We got that image? Can you find that image? Show up even if your eyes are bleeding. Now, that was 25 years ago. I have been using that as a always that you talk about. If you don't have some always, baby, you end up with nevers. You know, if my eyes are bleeding, I'm showing up.
You know, I think for me, showing up was it doesn't even necessarily mean like today, let me show up. But like when I made the decision that I was going to come work for you, it was moving everything that I had. It was leaving friends. It was leaving family. It was showing up and saying, hey, I'm here and I'm going to give it my all.
Yeah, so even if you got a cough or a cold, you don't feel good.
Nope.
You got the claps.
I mean, how many times have I had, do you know
You
that
got the itches.
How
You
many,
itch it.
how many,
You're
how
like
many,
you're sitting in your chair, you're making calls, and you're like, oh, man.
something showed up. Something showed up.
Yeah, you showed up. So you're showing up. So no matter what, Jared, because you're here every day, dude.
Yeah. Do you remember me ever calling in sick? Can you think of a time when I called in sick?
No, I don't. I don't remember that.
Because you can work when you're sick.
In 3 years.
Yeah. You can work when
I'll
you're sick.
send people home when they're sick.
Yeah.
I'll be like, get out of here, man. I don't need whatever you got, okay? Seem to be scratching quite a lot there. Is that heroin you got running through your veins? There's nothing wrong with drug addicts.
Well, I mean,
as long as you produce.
if you're going to be great, be great.
Always or nevers, man. Always or nevers. Let's take him, okay? And then the second one, Jared, okay, is?
Rule number 2, undeniable rule of success, consistency. And we're going to talk about that more when we come back from our break. I got at Grant Cardone, and I am at Jared Glant. And
I'm
this
popping
is
some
Young
Interbee.
Hustlers.
Interbee right here.
For over 30 years, international interior designer Stephen G is a world-renowned master of contemporary and traditional high-end design.
To me, lifestyle and comfort is what a great design project is all about.
Interiors by Stephen G has galleries in Florida and New York. With staff fluent in 7 different languages, Interiors by Stephen G offers a full-service experience from construction to completion. Visit Interiors by Stephen G at Facebook or his website, interiorsbystephenG.com. That's interiorsbystephenG.com to get started on bringing your design fantasies to a level beyond your dreams. Visit interiorsbystephenG.com today.
Are you tired of missing sales? Come on, be honest. Are you getting all there is in the marketplace? Take an honest look in your mind's eye at your sales team right now. Are they doing everything they can to make that extra sale? If you're tired of watching your salespeople be tongue-tied, not follow up, not know their product, not know what to say at that critical moment, welcome to tiredofmissingsales.com. My name's Grant Cardone. I know your frustrations. Look, whether your people sell over the phone or in person, whether you sell a tangible or an intangible, I can increase the sales of any company by at least 15% guaranteed. Go to tiredofmissingsales.com and I'll show you the top 3 reasons your salespeople don't make those extra sales. Go to tiredofmissingsales.com.
Ring, ring, ring. Guess who's back?
Hey, welcome to Young Hustlers. Grant Cardone at Jared
At
Glant
Jared
right here.
Glant.
I'm going to let you do all the talking today, Jared, because people make... complaining about me interrupting you too much.
Well,
man.
then, if you're watching this show now, you know that this is Young Hustlers.
This is for millennials.
This is for you. Just jumped in. You said you weren't going
18
to.
to 32. Actually, I don't care how old you are, dude. If you got hustle, you got hustle, you got hustle. If you want to keep your hustle on, then we're here to help you.
The Young Hustle's in the heart, man.
All right, here.
So we created this show.
Let me see if your heart's beating right now, man. Hey, if you're on iTunes or Stitcher or Audible, great. Thank you for listening. Stream or YouTube or you're watching.
At Jared Glant here talking to you about the 3 undeniable rules of success. So far, we talked about rule number 1, which is show up. Be there, be present, physically, emotionally, be there. We had a Paul Friedenhofer from Energy. He showed up yesterday with a case of his brand new organic energy drink.
Energy or energy?
Energy.
No sugar, dude. No sugar.
Well, it's got a little bit, but it's all natural. So he's got a partnership with the
yeah, okay,
the
60.
Honeybee Alliance.
I don't realize how great I really am.
Ways that you talk about. If you don't have some always, baby, you end up with nevers. You know, if my eyes are bleeding, I'm showing up.
You know, We are back. Young Hustlers at Grant Cardone and at Jared Glant here talking to you about the 3 undeniable rules of success. So far, we talked about rule number 1, which is show up. Be there, be present, physically, emotionally, be there. We had a Paul Friedenhofer from Energy. He showed up yesterday with a case of his brand new organic energy drink.
Energy or energy?
Energy.
No sugar, dude. No sugar.
Well, it's got a little bit, but it's all natural. So he's got a partnership with the
60
Honeybee
grams.
Alliance. So he's trying to save the honeybees as well. Rule number 2, we talked about.
Wait a minute. Let me just say something. This is a sign of showing up right here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a guy that's like, I don't know if Grant's going to do it or not. I don't know if they're going to put it on the show.
Came
or
into
not.
the office.
Oh, he dropped it
He
off.
dropped into the office.
Showed up, put it here, and the next day I'm putting it on the show. Okay? So if you got a product, you got something special, send it to our offices, 371st Street, Suite 620.
Miami Beach.
I can't promise you I'm going to put it on the show, but I can promise you this.
If
you don't send
do
it to me, fuck off. You feeling me? Now, my boy, can I see it? These aren't the golden rules yet, this F-off thing, the F-bomb like that. This guy just tweeted me because in the opening of the show, fbomb.co, so he must be in the UK, at fbomb_co, Twitter.
Sharing random tweets with the F word.
And you can tell the fuck off doesn't work very well because he doesn't have any followers.
See where in the world the F-bomb is being dropped next.
Okay, he's following one person, which I think it's me. Look, you know what? When you show up enough and you have do what Jared said, the second one is have enough consistency in your life, and the third one, which is go for failure, you could actually have the freedom in your life to say F off.
Sure.
Maybe lose some people, not have everybody.
So let's before we get into the consistency.
Yeah,
piece,
man. Yeah, we're gonna get deep into it.
We're gonna take a call from Cali. Dominic, what's happening, D?
Hey, good afternoon, Jared and Grant. You guys are killing it over there. Just wanted to make a comment regarding the success trait.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
And I just a couple of things I borrowed from you, Grant, was writing my goals first thing in the morning,
Mm.
and at night has been huge in itself, and it only takes about 5 minutes.
It's like magic. It's
It
like
is
magic, right?
dude. It's magic.
Like
You know
magic.
what? Because you're showing up to your goals at that point, because those goals are sitting out there for somebody to go claim or have. They're like property, zip codes, real estate. And then when you put attention on that, it's magic, isn't it?
Absolutely. In fact, with life, how fast it moves and how quick it goes, it's essential for me at least to have those things in front of me, so I give them the focus and the energy and the nutrients that they deserve so that I can make that happen. And what's funny is my life is quite successful because of that habit. And another thing is getting up first thing in the morning and working out before I get to the gym and
showing
train
up.
people.
Showing up with your goals, showing up at the gym.
Absolutely. And
Love
listening
it.
to you guys 3 times a week is like better than going to Starbucks. I put my workout on and I put my headphones on and I get going and I come to the gym on fire. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
Love it, man.
this is the way I do it. So I appreciate you guys always pumping me up. And I think, having your goals, being prepared, having the mindset. And
Hey,
most
Dominic,
importantly-
let me ask you a serious question though, okay? Because me and Jared brought this up in the first segment.
Shut. Don't even go there.
Dude, if I say fuck you or fuck off, okay, does that bother you as a listener?
Not at all. I think you remember me from a couple weeks ago. I worked for Anthony Robbins for 6 years, and you wouldn't believe how many times he uses expletives in just a given sentence. And I was kind of thrown off at the beginning. But if you stick around, you realize that everybody does it. You tell someone to fuck off, it's essential. I do it. I try not to, but to me, I believe in myself enough to know that if someone's deserving of that, I'm gonna deliver it.
Oh, no, but I say it as a compliment. I don't feel like somebody deserves. I'm not punishing people
last
with that.
month was like a record month, and I said, "Hey, Grant, you see the numbers? Record month." He was like, "Fuck off."
well, when you're at the pinnacle and you're a seminal thinker, I think you start leading the pack, man. So however you want to get down, that's the way you do it.
Well, yeah,
Love it, man.
somebody said.
Really
I
appreciate
think
the call.
the Rock said, if you want to kill wolves, you better get wolves.
Yeah.
And that makes sense, you guys. You guys are doing a great job over there too.
Thanks, Dominic. Thanks for calling in.
So rule number 2 of success is consistency. And consistency is vital because consistency builds discipline. Wake up, go to the gym every day. Be the first one in the office every day. Make 100 phone calls every day. You build this muscle.
Muscle, dude. It is muscle.
It's a muscle that you can't expect to go to the gym once and get arms like GC right here. It just doesn't happen. So you got to build in the discipline and build and develop the muscle, and that has to come through consistency.
They don't do that at schools. You can't do it on this show. I mean, one of the ways to create discipline is say, hey, every Thursday at 1 o'clock, I'm going to be on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you can repeat over and over and over again without it becoming a habit, a bad habit, because typically people have trouble starting the things that are good for them and quitting the things that are bad for them.
Yep.
So that's where a manager
That's a tweet right there.
That's where a manager becomes essential to a company to say, no, dude, we're having a meeting every day at 9:06.
Yep.
Every day, no matter what, disregard who's here, not here, whatever here. We're having a meeting every day at 9:06.
One of the things that I used consistency for was when we were just getting started out in California, we had a lot of clients that were on the East Coast. And what I would do is I built in the discipline of coming in every morning.
Now that we're on the East Coast,
it's 6
we don't have
a.m.
as many people on the East Coast?
Well, I'm just saying I didn't have to come into the office at 6 a.m. so that I could start calling the other coast when they opened up. So, and then that built a habit. And then working on Saturdays built a habit to where you just come to expect it and you operate with it all the time.
The third rule.
Third rule of success, and this is a good one, man. This is one that I think a lot of people really struggle with, but if you can get your head wrapped around it, it is the most freeing thing that you can do in life, and it's going for failure.
I got to tell you, I'm more excited about these than the ones that Elite Daily, which are start running through spider webs. Stop shooting for the stars. Okay, I don't know about you, but I'm shooting for the stars, dude. I'm shooting for stuff that's so unattainable.
It says to avoid, yeah. It's to avoid.
And want money, stop chasing it. Avoid that? Stop chasing money?
No. That it's saying avoid that cliche.
Let me tell you something. If some money hit the floor right now,
I'm chasing it.
Me and you're going to be bumping heads, okay? We're going to be bumping heads. Show up, be consistent, go for failure. What does that mean, go for failure, Jared?
Well, for me, it means be okay with taking an action and it not working out the way that you want it to. Like literally, like particularly calling a client, call them all the time, call them every day, email them every day. Be willing to fail. Be willing to go all in.
What about Jared? Because we've been doing a lot on follow up, and those shows that we did on follow up had 10,000 hits or something.
They were
a lot of questions, a lot of comments. What about the guy that says, "Look, quit calling me"? Because you're saying right now, wait a minute, let's just use that example. Quit following me. Quit following me up. I'm done. I'm not buying anything. Now, how do you use show up, be consistent, and go for failure with him?
Well, I think showing up is it doesn't have to be, hey, I'm here to sell you something. And that's something that we did talk about in previous shows. Like, you need to be there. Not maybe be there to sell him something today, but be there so that when
So I just told you, quit following me up.
When he
now
is,
what do you do? Just give me a real hard deal. Don't give me an explanation. Tell me what you're going to do.
Well, you tell me not to stop following up?
Yeah, I say.
I'm gonna put you tell me to fuck off.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put you on a reduced follow-up plan, but I will not quit.
So tomorrow you might send me what?
An article.
I just told you today at 1:30, I said, do not call me back again.
Okay.
So what are you going to do?
I'd probably send you an article about no or failure or rejection.
Beautiful. That's brilliant. He's showing up again when he sends out that email or that letter or maybe something by hand or has somebody deliver something. Maybe he sends a bat. Hey man, I was never gonna call you back again. You told me not to call you back again, and then I saw this bat over at the
sporting goods store,
the fuck off store.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I had to get the bat because I remember, or maybe you sent him a hockey stick. Wayne Gretzky, I think he was number 99.
Yeah.
Said you'll miss every shot you don't take. So I thought I'd send this to you. See, that's a way to show up, to be consistent, and to go for failure. All three wrapped up in one action. Look. To be a young hustler is more than an age. It's more than you saying, I'm a young hustler. No, it's about you having some rules to live by every day and to operate by. We want to help you. We bring you this show every week. In comments below, if you have a question we haven't handled, if you have a company, you have a unique situation, post your questions there.
We love hearing that. We love hearing like your situation, your problem, and where your head's at.
If you're a subscriber, we can actually respond to your comments. So do that there. If you like the show, great. Hit like. If you like the show enough, share it with your friends. October 23rd to the 26th, Jared and myself are going to be in Cancun at the Hard Rock. Then we're going to go on tour with Steve Harvey, Mr. Smile, Mr. Family Feud,
Mr. Mogul,
one of the richest black people in the world. And I'm going to be his. I told him, I said, Harvey, I'll be your Huckleberry. I'll be your Huckleberry. Tell me what you want me to do, Steve. So we're going to be doing a tour, Act Like Success, across the United States here in the last half of the year. What else is going on, Jared? And then we'll bail out of here.
We got two
You
deals
got
down in
nothing.
Mexico.
We got 3 or 4 wealth creation kits. They're $4,000. We're doing them for $9.99.
TiredOfMissingSales.com. If you haven't been there, get there.
Oh my gosh!
Unbelievable content there. It's free. TiredOfMissingSales.com.
And if you don't see anything you like at
TiredOfMissingSales.com.
tiredofmissingsales.com, then go to fuckoff.com because I'm sure you'll find something there that you deserve.
So thanks so much for joining us this week on Young Hustlers. We look forward to chatting with you again about what you can do in Gen Y to be successful.
Be out and be peaceful, I guess.
New York Times best-selling author and self-made multimillionaire entrepreneur Grant Cardone has partnered with the Hard Rock Hotel to bring you 10X Your Life at the Hard Rock Hotel Cancun. Reward yourself as you play hard at this all-inclusive luxury experience, and you'll work hard participating in See Grant seminars live on November 14th and 15th. These unique seminars were created to help you learn to 10x your finances, 10x your social media, 10x your business, and 10x your life. Visit 10xseminar.com to book your 10x experience now for rates starting at $463 per night for 3 nights. Seminars, meals, and beverages are included. Stop settling. 10x your finances, reach your dreams, 10x your business, and 10x your life. Take action and go to 10xseminar.com now to book your 10x experience at the Hard Rock Hotel Cancun. New York.
Hold it. You're not that pretty. All right, man.